Sometimes it seems like Jen Psaki is all queued up and ready for the question that El Señor Peter Doocy is going to have for her. The interesting thing about it is we know that's not true, right? But it's almost like she got his questions, or maybe she have a camera on his questions or something like that. But anyhow, Doocy wanted to assign blame for people's hesitancy to take the vaccine based on a few things that he said. Let's go ahead and play it, and then we'll take it on the other side.
As the president tries to reach unvaccinated Americans, has there been any thought given, looking back, to the possibility that he may have created some vaccine hesitancy when last year, around this time, the previous administration was rushing to get a vaccine authorized, and the now president said, I trust vaccines, I trust scientists, but I don't trust Donald Trump, and at this moment the American people can't either.
Well, I think it's safe to say he still doesn't trust Donald Trump, so that hasn't changed. But he does trust scientists, he does trust data experts, and he does trust the people leading the CDC, the FDA, which is the gold standard of approval for vaccines. I'd also note, because this question often comes up, that the president has repeatedly given credit to scientists and experts from the prior administration, even as recently as just a few weeks ago, for their role in moving the vaccine forward.
Yes, but at the time when Donald Trump is out there saying we're going to have a vaccine in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, and Joe Biden is out on the campaign trail saying don't trust Donald Trump, did that create any kind of vaccine hesitancy?
Not that we've seen in the data. I would note that at the time, just for context, the former president was also suggesting people inject versions of poison into their veins to cure COVID. So I think that's a relevant point.
And Joe Biden, then vice president, was saying we got to wait until something is fully authorized, and it's still not.
Well, the FDA works on the timeline of science. At the same time, we've also seen tens of millions of people's lives saved who have gotten the vaccine. That data is clear across the country.
Now, isn't it silly? The current president, Biden, said earlier on, he said he wouldn't trust Donald Trump, but he does trust the scientists. I think that's all you can expect. And somehow that is supposed to mean people don't take the vaccine because it was developed under Donald Trump, even though that's absolutely not what Biden said. It's amazing how infantile Peter Doocy is not to realize where the other question is going. When she comes back and she says, the president, there are things that don't change or hasn't changed. The president still doesn't trust Donald Trump. And then he comes back and he says, but yes, don't you think the president is still responsible for not telling people that the vaccine was absolutely safe, etc., etc.? Left the door wide open for what she did. Well, please remember, why would you want to trust somebody who was suggesting that one would inject bleach and other things into one's body? I mean, that was like a knockout punch. Not only a knockout punch for us having a little fun with, but just to show how silly the right is, and instead of working on trying to have their people take the vaccines, instead of working to really, they're the ones that those people believe in. The right-wing radio, right-wing TV, those people that are denying the vaccine mostly watch them. They listen to the things that they put out. They listen to the misinformation, to the lies, to the conspiracy theories. That is where you should be putting your energy, not to ask do you think these guys are hesitant because of Biden? Are you trying to say that your people are that shallow? I don't think so. Try talking to them directly and stop asking silly questions to Jen Psaki. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.